Welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream, live game chat number 7. This is the immortal John Hancock, and just wanted to chat and say welcome. Welcome. Hope everybody can see me. Hope there's less issues going on. Let's see how this works today. Welcome everybody. Glad everybody could join me on this live game chat. All right, let's see how we can do this. Welcome. We'll see how it goes today. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Let's see how it holds up. Welcome everybody. Let's see if I can get this going today. Fingers crossed. Hope it holds up. So let's go ahead and jump in, and want to say that there's been a lot of news about the Nintendo Switch, and so we're just going to jump right in and talk about that and just get going right there. And let's just jump right in and talk about Nintendo Switch. There's been a lot of talk and rumors and speculation about a new Switch coming out next year, and it could be just rumors, and so I'm not talking as per se of just it being it's not fact, but there's going to be a new Switch coming out, okay? Whether it's 2019, end of 2019, there's going to be another Switch. That's just kind of the evolution of things. And so hey, welcome Camilio. Yep. Tony 747. Okay, so some people think it's bogus. There's going to be another Switch, and whether it's going to be a budget Switch or a pro Switch, here's the issue. Okay, Nintendo's in kind of a conundrum with the Switch. It's been a success, but the problem is they're going to miss out on some of that upper tier third-party support. They know that. Okay, they know that's the biggest complaint right now with the Switch, is that it's underpowered for some of the high-end stuff. And so one way to address that would be do a pro model. Okay, what am I playing right now? I'm playing Vikings on the PS4. It's like a Diablo clone. Not the best game, but I really enjoy it. It's really good, yes. Krillin's moderator. Krillin, it's wonderful to have you on, and want to welcome you. Just want to say it's always a pleasure, Krillin, having you on my channel as a moderator, and it's great, yes. Chris, you bought Bubsy, hey, congrats. And so, I'm playing another kind of uncommon game. I'm playing Vikings. I don't know what the whole name is right now offhand, but I've got about 10 hours into it. It's a pretty decent Diablo knockoff in the Viking kind of environment. Not perfect. Do you think the Switch has a chance to take second place from Xbox One? Well, Xbox One is still 20 million ahead of the Switch. Hard to say. I think the Switch's biggest challenge is how can they get that third-party support of AAA titles, and have they captured the max that they can? And it's going to be tough. Xbox One had more than a year advantage on it. Diablo 3 on a Switch would be cool. Diablo 3 is great. Problem is for me, I've purchased it 3 times, and so yeah. Most anticipated game of the year. That's a tough one. I really don't have one. There's some indie stuff on the Switch that I like. I forget the name of the game, but it's like an 8-player arcade game, and I'm really excited about that one. Dragon Quest 11, yep. The Shenmue remaster, it's not really a remaster per se. It's just a straight up port in higher resolution. I think it's important to know that. It's kind of like the Forsaken game. It looks great. Don't get me wrong. It's looking great. But yeah, definitely. Hopefully this network holds. Shenmue is not a remount, it's a port. Yes, Shenmue is definitely a port. And there's pros and cons to that. And so, just checking for my cat. My cat's meowing. Welcome, everybody. How many we got on here? 71. Woohoo! So, yeah, congrats for everybody coming on. Video game emulator dude, welcome. I think Krillin was saying, I think the Switch will die if they don't stop relying so much ports in indie games. Ports are and indie games are fine. They just don't rely on. I agree. I think, they're pulling out all the stops. Everything that was decent on the Wii U is going to make it over. But, is that it? All right, I'm going to try to move in the game room. It's steady right now. Let's see if it changes. Yeah, the Shenmue. Okay, so we're getting here. We're in the game room. We got some pickups I want to talk about. I have a crazy pickups video coming, okay? crazy pickups coming. Yeah, hopefully this the res gets better. Looking good at 240. Yeah, the ports, Nintendo Switch ports, meh. I mean, we're going to see. I mean, I like them, but the problem is when you experience a game on the Xbox One X and you mostly play at home, the advantage of having a Switch portable, not the biggest deal, right? So, yeah. All right, some pickups. So I got some pickups and some donations. Captain Brambles, hey, John, stop and say hello. Love the channel. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah, 720p. We're going to try 720p and see if this is better. So let's see how well it does in here. Jason, welcome. Back in the game room. Yep. Yeah, it's hard for me to appreciate the Switch portable when I have a 4K TV, an Xbox One X, PS4 Pro. It's harder for me to get excited about those ports just because why would I play a Nerf port just to have it play on a small screen when I don't play portable? It's great if you're on the go. Yeah. All right. Pickups. Let's talk about pickups. I scored some pickups. First I want to do a shout out. So EV445 has donated some crazy stuff. I do not know. I don't think I showed these on my channel. But I want to show this GameCube bundle. And it's a GameCube with a bonus Metroid. And I didn't have this box console in my collection. I want to say thank you. And I have a lot of Nintendo pickups and GameCube stuff to show. I went to a recent debut of a new game store, Double Jump Games. When am I visiting Australia? I'd love to go to Australia. It's really expensive, and right now my teaching year is about ready to start, so that's going to be tough. What's your favorite arcades for the Nintendo Switch? Nitro Ball, the newest one, is pretty cool. I have to say, just because I haven't played it, and it's a 3-player arcade game. So if you haven't seen my little talk about Nitro Ball, pretty sweet. A lot of good stuff. Donkey Kong, the Donkey Kong arcade on Switch is pretty decent. I don't like the games. What do I think of Double Jump? Double Jump Games is a new game store in Vancouver, Washington, and they asked me to join their opening. They asked me to come down and hang out and talk to people. I liked it. It's a great location, has great potential, has a great variety, and looks like they have a good start. Good start to some stuff. Switch will be fine to continue selling even without the AAA games. Disagree with that. They need the AAA games to sell it. Indies aren't going to sell Nintendo Switch titles. Nitro Ball, yeah, Smash TV. Smash TV, Pinball, and Mercs. If they had a baby, it was Nitro Ball. Yeah, actually I have hair. So, yeah, I don't have a hat on today. I had some training to go to, yes. All right, so I want to thank EV4045 for the donation. Very kind. And let's get to some other things. We can talk about that a little bit. I like these chat videos because I think the challenge with some of the other videos is it's harder to talk to people. So I want to say welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining in, and we'll see how well it goes. So, there's a one glitch. It looks like it's holding pretty well. So let's go here. Never shave, right? I'm not going to shave anytime soon. Great. You are an inspiration for my collection I've accumulated the last couple years after seniors. Thank you, Chris R. Michael, I'm losing interest in the Switch. Probably it's okay. Once again, they Smash. Yeah, Smash is going to be their big game coming forward. I think it's going to be fine. They're going to be okay. Favorite Virtual Boy game? I like Mario Clash. Yeah, the stream is smooth. Good. That's what I'm going for. I'm trying to go down to 720p to see if it's better. Fingers crossed. Human A1281. Can you get the manufacturer to give you viewers discount on the HD GameCube? Can you get the manufacturer? I think Castlemania Games might be, I don't know, you can shop around. That's where I go to get some of my stuff. Do you own any arcade PCBs? I own some arcade games, and I'm a big Neo Geo collector, so that's like playing an arcade game. Yep. It's good at 480 in Florida. Yeah, do I collect Famicom? I collect a little bit of Famicom, not much. With the small disc sizes, is it pointless to port anything? It's pointless to port anything to Switch. I think that's a challenge. Something the Switch has got to deal with. Big Town 36, you're most welcome about the 3DO collection video. I want to do that a long time. Okay, Sonic JU, you go for a Japanese Mega Drive complete game collection to company or US? No, mostly just US, yeah. Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully the stream stays stable. Yeah, just a couple glitches, yeah. What systems are you closest to completing at this point? Getting pretty close to TurboGrafx 3 CD. Okay, I'm also getting closer to a couple other things, announcing another complete collection soon. So yes. Current market, some high prices coming down. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. War game collection donations. 100 people. Woohoo! All right. I want to say I love the Switch. I'm not against the Switch. I think there's just going to be some uphill battle moving forward. Getting some ports of newer stuff. Once they run out of big ports to cover in the last years, you're going to have the Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe coming out. What's the next hot console to collect for? I still would say Xbox. Collecting Xbox, Game Boy Advance, Wii. That's the stuff to go for now. When there's not a lot of people. I mean, its prices are low. Start collecting that stuff when it's low. You wait, and then it's going to go up, and everybody's like, gosh, I could have got that for cheap. Yeah. Yep, got a Switch an hour ago. Congrats. Yeah, I think Nintendo's got some great indie stuff. I'm not sold 100% on just waiting. I think for just being the one console, I think it has some issues. But yeah. What's your favorite Channel F game? The built-in hockey game, Hockey Pong. I love that. It's great. First day of school today? Nope. Got training. We're still in contract negotiation. And tomorrow we possibly have a vote to strike. So we'll find out. But don't worry about me. My pay won't be affected with that. It just means that if in fact that my school district does go on strike, that means I have a longer summer. I mean, I work in the summer. Thanks. Thank you. It's stressful. Yeah, picking up Zelda for your Switch is a no-brainer. It's the best game on it. The challenge is there's nothing else like Zelda, and people want something other than Zelda on it that of that quality. There's some other great titles. Zelda and Odyssey are the two big AAA titles, and people are hungry for more. I think Smash is gonna scratch that itch, and I think that's gonna be good enough for them in the Christmas time. I think they need some other things other than those though. Yeah, definitely. We pick up a PS5 day one? Probably not. I'm gonna wait. Been very happy with my PS4, and I'm just gonna wait. What do you watch on YouTube? Paul Witten. I don't have a lot of time to watch other YouTubers on. Every now and then I'll catch an occasional stream, but it's tough. What are your rarest Xbox game and what's it worth? Steel Battalion Original in box. It's probably one of my more expensive ones. I need to do like a Does It Still Work video on that. Are you hyped about Grandia 1 and 2 HD? Nope, Omar. I don't play a lot of RPGs, so that doesn't really kind of do it for me. Yep. All right. Collection time. All right. Another donation. And this is from EV445. And he sent me a Mario Party 7 bonus set in box. And want to say I'm very thankful for this. I didn't have Mario Party 7 either. So getting it in a GameCube bundle is, well, I'm really happy about that. So getting this, pretty sweet. Very excited about that. And having another GameCube console in my collection. I'm far from having a set. I love collecting GameCube. GameCube to me right now is kind of a happy medium. It's expensive, and some of the stuff's expensive, but not ridiculous. If you just want to play, you know, it's a Nintendo console, but it's kind of been overlooked. It's old enough where people remember it, but you know, you can get an HD adapter for it. Do you have enough space in your house? I'm running out of space. That's why I need to have a museum. The reason why I'm not interested in RPGs is because I'm a family guy. I have 2 jobs, and I do YouTube, and it's just hard to fit in. Like, I'm playing this Viking PS4 game. It's like a Diablo knockoff, and that's all I got time for. So yeah. Thank you, the White Mat Studio. Most appreciated. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, you know, having 2 jobs and a family and trying to spend time with them while trying to live stream and doing up to 4 videos a week, it's stress. And it's a stress on the balance of time, you know, work-life balance. And so yeah, no. Favorite console, Sega Genesis. Yeah, hopefully the stream is holding up. Fingers crossed. Don't know what else to do. Do the best we can. Switch is a great portable. It's an amazing portable. It's an amazing console. And most people that have a Switch have something else too. And the stats show that there's a high portion of people that either own a PS4 or an Xbox One with their Switch. And there's a reason why. And that's because the Switch, it does some things great. It doesn't do everything great. And I think that's its biggest challenge. How can the Switch capture a larger audience? Honestly, I see them making a pro version of this in the future. And I think that would be smart of them. You know, people, the fans of Nintendo are going to eat it up. And the people that don't want to spend the money are not going to get it. But, you know, they're going to offer an opportunity for people that want to play the upper end stuff on a Switch to get that higher model. Now, people say, well, they haven't done that before. Yeah, they did it. Did it with a 3DS, with the extra nub and the extra, you know, processing power in it. Most exciting. Okay, so favorite platformer character. Arthur, Ghosts and Goblins, yep. What's new Mario Brothers U being posted on the Switch? Thoughts on new Mario Brothers? I mean, it's inevitable. They're going to make the Mario Maker as well. They're going to take everything that was great on the Wii U and put it on Switch, because why not? Take a great game that didn't sell, that sold okay, and put it... I want some of the other stuff on the Switch as well. And that's fine. I think there's a growing consensus of people that want something more. And people are starting to kind of look at Nintendo and being like, okay, they got this, you know, they want something else. Yep. Favorite game soundtrack. Favorite video game soundtrack? Probably Torchlight 2, and I have that on my possession physical. I really love, and I'm sad the Runic software is done. The new Torchlight coming out probably won't be the same, but yeah, definitely. What do I drive for a car? I drive a smaller Scion. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, Zelda Maker would be great. I mean, Mario Maker on the Switch. They're gonna come out with that. They're gonna come out with hopefully the other Mario games that aren't on the Switch yet. And then what? So hopefully they'll have some stuff planned where they can start, doing more things other than a majority of ports. Like the Mario Tennis that came out, a good example. That's just a franchise. They just announced for the Switch a bundle with Mario Tennis and the 1-2 Switch, and I just like, that doesn't excite me. Super Mario 64 remaster would be huge. That's a huge game to do. I mean, that would be a great remaster. Yep. Grandia 1 and 2, I'm not gonna play it. I mean, it's cool for people that are into that. Not my thing. Yep. They could do any Maker series, and I think it would be huge for the Switch. And with the Switch's touchscreen, oh my gosh, be great. Sign me up. A Zelda Maker? Oh my goodness, that'd be a Zelda Maker for the Switch would be huge. That would be a great idea. Yep. Amiga CD32, recommend any games? Well, you probably spent a lot, and I would get any games you can get cheap. The Lotus Trilogy, the Lotus Challenge, Castles is a great game for Amiga CD32. Yeah, there's some expensive games on there, yep. I found a lot of my games in the wild, so let's talk about some other things. I'm going to show some other things that I scored in the wild. And got these at Double Jump Games. And speaking of PlayStation, I got Shadow Master. Shadow Master, kind of a obscure PlayStation game. I love PlayStation because you get weird stuff like this, and the condition of it's in great shape. And the back of it, let's show that there. Yeah, so PlayStation right now. What I love about PlayStation is you can play it on your PS3. You can, it plays on all PS1 games, play on all PS3 consoles. And I love it. It's fairly cheap. I got this for less than $10 value. And condition's really nice. Oh. So yeah. I saw this in a magazine. I haven't played a lot of it. I'm going to do a video. So, just to let you know, Patreon people will get an exclusive video. I haven't determined what I'm going to do for my exclusive video yet, but I do plan on doing one soon. I've just been really busy with stuff. Yes. Yeah, it's been a challenging time, I think, in game collecting, and so I'm picking stuff. Any system you absolutely hate. So, I like that question. Console that I hate? I try not to hate anything. I think that I have some challenges really getting into some Intellivision stuff. I have a bigger challenge of getting into homebrew and television stuff because it's some ports of some other stuff. I don't hate any console. I think I struggle sometimes with the Intellivision. Tiger Gamecom, that's a pretty challenging system. I have a complete collection for you. What subject do I teach? Second grade. I've talked about that a lot in my streams. Tiger Gamecom is a system to collect. Definitely hard to play. I mean, Intellivision's great for... The thing is, I have all the great Intellivision games I want to play. I love my Intellivision. I love playing DK Arcade, Burger Time... Dreadnought Factor. There's a list of about 10 Intellivision games I love. Collecting for it is tough though, and because it's expensive and the stuff I'm missing is really expensive. Yep. Take care, Falcor. What do you think about the PS3 collection? I don't collect for that. I mean, I collect for it, but I'm not going for a set or anything. I think if I went for anything, it'd be like a greatest hit set. You're stuck on an island. What game would you want to be stuck with? Probably Ghouls and Ghosts, Sega Genesis. Do you like the Sydney Hunter games? Yes, I do. Brad C. How many NES boxes are you still needing? I'm doing a video on that Thursday, so stay tuned, Brad C. Yes. Love your channel. Really love your positive attitude. What was the very first console that you sought out, actively started collecting? Odyssey 2. Magnavox Odyssey 2 was my first console I was collecting. And now it's rolling. Now people coming in. Woohoo! Have you ever lived in Compton? No. Sega releases for Switch soon? Don't know. Love for them to support the Switch. Thank you for the comments. Most appreciated. Worst game you ever played? Drake and the 99 Dragons, Xbox. What's your favorite 7th gen console? Guys, see, I hate when you say 7th gen. I forget which gen is that. Is that GameCube, Xbox, and PS2, or is that the gen after that? Do you speak any other languages? Nope. What's your next Gamecom you're attending? The AVGC in Jersey. What's your favorite first-person shooter game? Of all time, that's a tough one. Doom's pretty awesome. Thoughts on Shenmue? I think it's great that they remade those. They're just ports. They're not remakes. And happy for people to experience those. I'm a huge Sega fan, and I'm happy that it came out. I wasn't the biggest Shenmue fan back in the day. It's okay. It's just kind of like, it's a somewhat, I know there's going to be people that are not going to like this, but it's like, I think it was a very breakthrough sandbox game for the time. I don't know how well it's aged. You could Media Glitch, welcome. Thank you, Joel, and thank you for. I'm honored that you're on the stream. Most expensive game you own? I have several. Probably Magic. Stadium Events would be probably up there. Thought on the repeated delays for Crackdown 3. Bad for Xbox. Xbox has a problem in its exclusives, and I don't think they've really solved that problem, and having another delay for Crackdown 3 doesn't help anything out. Have you done a 32X video? Yes, I have. Search my library. Search my Sega playlist. It's an older video, and it's terrible, but it shows what I have. I've done some 32X. I did a 32X Surgical Strike video as well. You just type in John Hancock 32X. Before someone asks a question, just type in John Hancock and the system you think I did a video on, and it should pop up. What percentage of your income you set aside for games? So, that's a real personal question, but my YouTube channel kind of funds my spending, my traveling, anything that anybody else doesn't cover. My Patreon, it's kind of like my job for spending on games, and eventually my collection is going to be starting a museum. Guilty pleasure game that you hate to admit to love? Pokemon Quest on the Switch was pretty fun. I need to play it more. For a free game, that was actually pretty good. I liked it. Not a big Pokemon fan either, but that was a good game. I enjoyed it. Do you think they'll ever make a Final Fantasy Tactics 2? Sure, why not? Are you getting Shadow of the Tomb Raider? Not at launch day. Nope. No, I think that's a challenge. I think I'm excited about some indie stuff coming out. Towerfall. I think Towerfall coming out eventually on the Switch. I don't know when that's coming out, but I'm gonna be excited about that. If you could open your museum in any state, where would it be? Washington, because then I wouldn't have to move or travel. Ever auditioned for a movie? Nope. I'd love to be in a movie, though. I'd love to be like if John C. Reilly kind of looked me up and said, hey, I'm looking for someone to, I don't know, do my voice or something. I don't know. Last of Us 2 expectation. I think it's mind-blowing. Spider-Man. I'm looking forward to playing Spider-Man. Yeah. Which of the big three do you think will be the first to release a new console? Probably Xbox. What kind of music do you like? Classic rock. I like 8-bit. I like, really just like 70s, 80s, and 90s rock. You think about the PS5 release date being put out? Has it been put out? Is it coming out in 2019, 2020? Do you like superhero movies? Yes, I do. Do I like Rush? Yes, love Rush. Saw them twice in concert. I'm a Rush fan. Some people don't like Rush. I like them, and I like them for who they are. They were kind of oddball people that were misunderstood that I think really were amazing contributors to rock and rock music. So I'd love to meet them. Huge Rush fan. Yes. Yep. Led Zeppelin's great. I love Led Zeppelin. I've seen Robert Plant Page in concert in the 90s. And Robert Plant's solo stuff's all right. It's different. It's not rock, but I like it. Yep. What do you have for dinner? Like random questions. Variety's fun. Dinner. I love dinner. I'm kind of a meat and potatoes type guy. But I'll eat really anything my wife makes me. If I'm not mixing. Yeah. Do you like the band Queen? Absolutely. Yeah, 30-minute drum solos. Absolutely. Love David Bowie. Amazing. Oh, Black Sabbath. Saw them in concert last year, right before they broke up. Amazing. Pasta. Yeah, I love. So I love all that. I mean, I missed Pink Floyd concert back in '98 because of a girlfriend. Stupid. All right, I'm going to show some other pickups. All right, we got about halfway through. I'm going to probably do about an hour tonight. We'll see. Hopefully the stream keeps up. I want to thank everybody for being on the stream. Super Nintendo versus Sega versus Genesis. I always am going to give the edge to Genesis, though I like Super Nintendo quite a bit. Pickups, let's do this. So double jump games, got some other games, and we're going to talk about some oddities. I did get this. It was in really good shape. Wii Party, and I think the thing with Wii U collecting is that it's going to be harder to get down the road. There's going to be around, and I think the demand's going to be lower because there's a lot of people just are going to wait for the Switch version. And so I like collecting these oddities, and so that's kind of where I'm at. It's in really nice shape. It's complete. The game inside seal has the remote, and I'm missing a lot of Wii U stuff, so I like collecting that every now and then. It's kind of the oddity. Got that at Double Jump Games. Yep. I don't know if it's crazy hard, okay, to be honest. I'm going to honestly speak here. Dreamcast sold like 3 million, okay? TurboGrafx sold less than that. Those are crazy hard to get. Wii U, 13 million? So as much as people think it's going to be crazy hard, you haven't collected super hard to get consoles if you think it's going to be crazy hard. I don't think it's going to be crazy hard. It's going to be difficult. I think the bigger challenge is the console in working shape with that phablet and have the battery working. So yeah, top 3 brawlers. Streets of Rage 2. I'm trying to think. There's definitely a few on the Neo Geo that come to mind. I like. Trying to think of the name. Mutation Nation. That's a fun one. And there's an indie one coming out from, I think, Watermelon Games on the Sega Genesis. It looks amazing. Pikmin Trilogy or Metroid Prime Trilogy? Metroid Prime Trilogy. Yeah, TurboGrafx 16 stuff, Krillin, is really tough to get. Yeah. Getting any of the 1UP arcades? I don't know. Not paying for one. Philip, welcome. Rarest Nintendo game, in your opinion? Rarest Nintendo game? Well, that's tough. I'd have to think about that for a while. There's some tough ones. Kid Clown and Mayo World's getting pretty tough to find. But I mean, Stadium Events is the most expensive. I don't know if it's the rarest though. There's a couple games. I haven't gone hunting for like the rare stuff. I'm just missing some boxes now. Yeah, am I playing Dead Cells? No, I want to. Don't call me Danny. So I am gonna get Dead Cells when my YouTube money comes in. So yeah. And can you give me any advice on how not to suck at it? No, because I'm probably gonna suck at it too. Oh, PS5 scheduled for Christmas 2019. Speaking of John C. Reilly, have you ever seen Check It Out? I don't know if I've seen that one. Yep. Dreamcast sold almost 10 million? No, it didn't. What's the best version of Dragon Spirit? What's the best version of Dragon Spirit? I want to say, wasn't there a Sharp... The Sharp computer version is pretty good with all the bells and whistles. Thoughts on the current state of GameStop? My local GameStop's great. Whether or not they're going to survive long term, that's yet to be determined. I think it's going to be pretty tough. I think Amazon cutting their 20% deal might help GameStop out a little bit. Any chance you'll think Sega will ever make another console? Maybe a retro console, who knows. Hardest system to collect for? Neo Geo, Amiga CD32. I think probably Neo Geo. Probably my final answer. Pretty tough. Because you get outside like the easy to find games, it becomes super expensive. You're watching my stream on the bike in the rain? Dude, that's awesome. Do you let kids look through your collection? Not really kids. My kids can come in here and look at it, but they're respectful of it, yeah. Yep. Best Buy is still doing the 20% for Gamer Club members. Yeah, but for people that don't live next to a Best Buy, Yeah, I'm not doing the worldwide thing. Yeah, but still, that's not 10 million. Someone said 10 million earlier, so 10 million's false. Yeah. What do you play the most? I've been playing a lot of PS4, though I want to get back to my Xbox One X. I want to get back to playing some Halo, and waiting for that, I think, to finalize the original the Halo collection, definitely. All right, let's show some more pickups here. All right. Quidditch. Harry Potter. Here we go. And this is a player's choice. This one's a little bit harder to get. And again, for people who do collect player's choice, the manual and disc are the same, I do believe. I do not see any differences on the actual. So yeah. So got that. Greatest player's choice. Crash, Wrath of the Cortex. And again, they come with a manual and everything in really good shape. Really like collecting GameCube Player's Choice. I'm missing a ton of GameCube stuff. I'm going after it because it's kind of hitting that. It's old, but it's not really expensive, and it's kind of scratching that itch. So Naruto and Clash of the Ninja 2. Player's Choice, good shape. And yeah, that Player's Choice stuff is what I like to collect. And got a couple others here. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4. Player's Choice, really good shape, complete. Do you know a harder console to collect than anything other than the Apple Bandai Pippin? Well, yeah, RDI Halcyon. Good luck with that. So yeah, there's a couple. There's Pippin stuff out there, but it's just bits and pieces. There's other stuff that's just as difficult to collect. Palmtex Super Micro. It's like a really obscure handheld games console. Yeah. Will the flashbacks be for every console, you think? Yeah, eventually. Vectrex is hard to collect for, but there's also a multi-cart. So Vectrex is, the console's expensive to get, but then once you get a console in good shape, then there's tons of multi-carts that have a lot of the games on there. Will there ever be a Vectrex Mini HD? I don't know if I'd want that. What weird original Wii games do you own? A lot. A lot of weird stuff. No Vectrex for this die. Here's kind of an interesting Wii game. We got this double jump games as well. Tournament of Legends. So, talking about Wii games. Just kind of a weird, published by Sega. And it's a fighting game. That's odd. That's the weird stuff. We had some weird stuff. And I'm looking at the controls here. It looks like it does take the classic controller. It looks bizarre. It looks like something I might want to play. So yeah, I picked up some Player's Choice GameCube and a Wii game, Double Jump games. Besides the Wii, what game had the most shovelware? PlayStation 1 had quite a bit. PlayStation 1 had quite a bit of shovelware. Do you think Nintendo will release an N64 Mini? Absolutely. Paddle Pop, do you ever date? No. Favorite Star Wars game? TIE Fighter, PC. TIE Fighter, hands down. Hands down, amazing game. Oh, no, okay. Have you ever met Victor? Nope. Thoughts on Nintendo's online service coming in September? Okay, let's talk about Nintendo's online service real quick. I think it's great that they're making an online service. I think at $20, I'm not going to be... I think it's going to be basic. I think Nintendo's going to offer a service, and it's going to be standard, and I'm not expecting it to be revolutionary. I think that it's going to be essentially a small paywall for them to offer their Nintendo classics. So, am I impressed? Thoughts about it? I'm going to get it. I'm going to talk about it. I think it'll be worth the $20. Yeah, I think so. But it's not going to be... It's going to be worth the $20, but it's not going to compare to the other $60 services that the PlayStation and Xbox provide. And yes, games included, I have no idea. I think the selection of games hopefully will be robust. And if it's just offering Nintendo games, I think people are going to be disappointed. I love Nintendo. I love the NES, but it's not going to cater to everybody. I think a lot of people have grown up with GameCube, grown up with N64, grown up with other things, and so it's like, I just think that they need to offer more than just classic NES games. Would you do a vid with... Oh, absolutely I'd do a video with AVGN. Absolutely. I'm just small potatoes compared to him, though. But I'd love to do, why not? It'd be great. Thoughts on the proposed Sega Genesis Mini? Well, I have some news to let people know. Unfortunately, At Games is not possibly sending out any review units. So, at this time, I can't say anything about the Flashback 9 because they have opted to not send out any units at this time. And I think they dealt with some backlash last year. They sent out some units that were not complete, and I think that stressed the company out. And so it's their decision. I'd love to get one on my channel and talk about it. I'm going to still try to do that. Yeah. But, with me, not sending out a review unit, then I can't talk about it on my channel. I'll wait till it comes out. Criticism on indie games. No, I don't have a criticism on indie games. I think the challenge is going to be they don't replace AAA titles. A great indie title will have its appeal and support, but it's a challenge. It's not going to get people to buy consoles for indie stuff. There's too many indie stuff coming out, and it's great. I think that's the strength of the Switch, but most people aren't going to get the Switch because of the indie titles. They're going to get it because of Nintendo titles. Zelda and Mario, those are the titles that people are getting the Switch for. Guarantee it. Am I bummed about Bloodstain being pushed back? No, because if it was rushed and it comes out as like a Mighty Number 9 game, then no, it's not. I want them to take their time, definitely. Switch is fluctuating. I don't know what's going... the stream is fluctuating a little bit. Hopefully it's hanging in there. Would you say that starting a YouTube channel was a great life decision? And do you think you'd be where you're at without being friends with Metal Jesus Rocks? That's a good question. I think he definitely gave me a bump to my channel. I might have even started my YouTube channel earlier if I didn't just guest on his channel. So hard to say. Woulda, shoulda, coulda for everything. I think it's been beneficial for me to be friends with him, and vice versa. I think I've helped his channel out. I'd like to say having my collection on his channel has benefited him as well. Two-way street. Yeah. We need a Contra for the Switch. Absolutely. Having like a classic Contra, Castlevania. I think there needs to be more content for the Switch of some classics. Yeah. Cut to the chase. How many jewel case variants are you minus? PS1 jewel case? Oh, I don't know. I haven't looked at that. I'm missing NFL Blitz 2000 PS1 greatest hits for my greatest hits collection. That's what I'm missing. I don't go for all the variations of PS1. I collect too many things, yeah. Penguin Nintendo Age on YouTube in the past? Nope. YouTube temporarily affecting game prices? No, not in the long run. People say that I talk about stuff and it goes up in price. In the long run, some people have done research and it shows that it doesn't affect prices in the long run. Do you play fighting games? Yes. Some, not all. Any funny stories about you working with Metal Jesus Rocks and DMP that we don't know? It's kind of cool going to Jason's house and seeing him play music. And so that was kind of neat, seeing him play in his band. Yeah. What's the longest it took to find a game? Price of any condition you were actively, specifically searching for? I'm 2 years in. Well, Magical Chase, I mean, that was like, 13 years looking for Magical Chase. So, no, 15 years. 15 years for Magical Chase. Do I like road games? Some, yes. Thoughts on Street Fighter 5 and a favorite character? Don't have an opinion of Street Fighter 5. Do you know Last Gamer? Do I know him personally? No. Do I know who he is? Yes. I have the thing called the internet, and I know who he is. I've contacted him a couple times. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter? Street Fighter. Street Fighter is a better fighting game. Have you ever regretted not picking up a game or console? A couple times. Battlesphere Gold, and I could have got a sealed Magical Chase, but it would have wiped my money out at the time. I think the sealed Magical Chase was $400 at the time. Scariest game hunting story? I went to a couple places really scary that it was quiet. It was eerily quiet, and it didn't make me comfortable staying there, so I left. Was bringing Killer Instinct back a mistake? I don't know if it's a mistake. I think it did okay for Xbox, but I'm not playing it. Do you own any battle scanners? Nope. Best deal I ever got? Probably my 3-box Nintendo collection lot a long time ago. Do I actively hunt on Game OfferUp or Craigslist? Not really. I used to do stuff, and then now people know who I am, and so they point out, hey, this guy's looking for more games or something, and so, no. I don't really actively need to, per se. I mean, I'm looking for I don't resell, so every now and then someone will contact me with things, and I'll buy a lot, but it's hard, especially with prices and everything being the way it is. What do you think of the Forza games constantly getting delisted? That's them. They're going to come out with another Forza game. Do you ever play Star Wars games in the arcades? Absolutely. Including Empire Strikes Back, which is kind of a cool, obscure variation of the first game. Yes. Do you plan on getting... All right. The Shenmue port, it's not really a remaster. I'll eventually get it. I'll eventually check it out. I might play it on my channel, but it's not a real action-heavy game. It's kind of like a kind of methodical, free-roaming sandbox game. I like it. It's Sega, but I don't love it, to be honest. Favorite 90s RPG game? I have to think about that for a bit. Really got into Faxanadu, or however you say that for classic Nintendo. Yep. What's your favorite Mario game? Mario 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 was amazing. Still is. Do you sell some of your games sometimes? Not really. I just trade. Hey, 158. Woo! All right. Got a couple other donations, some weird stuff. I want to welcome everybody to the stream. 50 minutes in. Looks like it's going okay. I'm going to probably do another... I'll do maybe a little bit over an hour. Welcome. Hey, look who it is! Look who it is! It's the eternal Sarah Hancock. This side. This side. This side, yeah. It looks on our end, but yeah, on their end. Yeah, welcome. Look who it is.
Hi, I just wanted to say hi.
Most wonderful thing in my life.
I was watching in there for a minute, and the way that the light's like shining on you look angelic. So good job with that.
Angelic.
Yeah, it's all
We've been drinking.
Cameras and lights.
Special things. Anyway, so they look.
Jason Hartley asked, was there anything that you had to sell way back when I had that cancer scare and we didn't have medical that you no, his question is that you haven't been able to replace.
Yes. Yeah, so I sold a bunch of my VIC-20 stuff and some of my MVS games. And I had a Super Gun, which is a way to play Neo Geo stuff. I'd love to get an Omega to replace it. I have a way to play MVS stuff, but I'd like to get an Omega, and it's expensive. So, some VIC-20 stuff that I'll probably never see again. A couple prototypes. They went to a good place, though. Yeah. Yeah. What's your favorite Atari console? 2600. 2600 is an amazing console. I'm kind of disappointed. Just an update with the Retron 77. I've reached out to Hyperkin and asked them for any updates about the console, and they have not gotten back to me, and it's been about a month. So, again, nothing against Hyperkin, but it's frustrating when there's radio silence on their end about updates or anything with the Retron 77. It's like, you came out with a product early, and there was supposed to be some updates, and then nothing. And it's just like, that's frustrating. As a reviewer, I don't like to just review something and move on. I like to give people that I've encouraged to get the product or talk about it, have some updates with that. But it's frustrating. Yeah, definitely. Anyone else getting commercials interrupting the stream?
Weird.
Oh, yeah, that's weird. Well, Sega be...
I am down to earth and cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's weird you can't see your face because there's words on the screen.
That's all right. That's all right. Have you thought about writing a book? Yes. Have you played Viewpoint on the Neo Geo? Yes. The game you always go back to: Super Ghouls and Ghosts, Super Nintendo, Ghouls and Ghosts, Sega Genesis, Donkey Kong. Love just classic Donkey Kong. Favorite alcoholic beverage?
That caught my eye too.
There's a beer out in Williamsburg called Irish Death, and that's pretty good.
Out of Williamsburg, Virginia?
Yeah. Oh, not Williamsburg, Ellensburg.
Oh, okay.
Ellensburg, Washington. Yeah, not Williamsburg. Yeah, Irish Death. It's pretty good.
And those of you that were on the stream the other night when I was making a beer for dinner, Hefeweizen is my favorite beer, but I like wine too.
Yeah. You smell good.
Thank you.
What do you have?
Dinner. I ate a piece of cheese bread.
Oh. I must be hungry.
Somebody else asked, is the Neo Geo AES or something like that worth getting?
Yes. Favorite James Bond actor?
Oh, that's a good little...
I think everybody's got their favorite. Sean Connery is still the man. He's the man.
I mean, it might smell good naturally besides the cheese.
Yes. You got any funny stories to embarrass? Oh, do you have any funny stories that embarrass me, huh?
I do, but I might have to pop on a different stream so I can think about it on a different day. Yeah. On the spot. Our Mexican, somebody was asking favorite food, just in general. Our whole family loves Mexican food. Yeah. And Italian.
People have come up to me speaking Spanish, thinking I was speaking Spanish when I have a tan. When I was in California, they were coming up to me asking me for directions.
In Spanish.
And I was polite and said, yeah. From Russia with Love with GameCube was great. Yep.
Hello.
Yep. Oh, your favorite game?
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Zelda 2. between the two.
You have to answer that.
Yep. Are you a fan of the Dark Crystal and coming up? Yeah. Dark Crystal, yeah. I'm excited about Dark Crystal. That was an oddity. Yep. Best and worst movie-based game. There's a lot of bad games. A lot of the James Bond games have been bad, actually. Aside from GoldenEye being amazing, there's a lot of James Bond games that aren't that great. Texas fajita is the best. Yeah, that sounds great right now. Could just eat that.
I hear footsteps.
Uh-oh. So
that means children.
All right. Love you.
Bye, everyone.
All right. See ya. Rambo was pretty bad, yeah. There's a lot of bad licensed games. Superman for the Nintendo is pretty bad. Superman 64 with the N64. Do you like Number Munchers? Does it actually help someone learn math? I don't know. I'd have to play that again. Hook on the NES. I need to play that again. Is it really that bad? I'll have to check that out. Ever play Angry Birds Star Wars? Oh, that's pretty good. All right. Couple other scores. And we're rolling. Okay. I got a couple donations from some people that watch this channel and they met me at Double Jump Games. And I got Figure Fun, and that's a Atari 800 game, and it's a cassette tape game. For people that don't know that, there was games on cassette, and you'd pop them into a special tape player, and they would connect to your computer, and you push play, and what's kind of cool is it comes with the original catalog and the home computer software. So it had, these different advertisements. I love it. Snooker and billiards, pool, darts. Just silly. Just weird stuff that came out, but it's cool. It came with a catalog. I haven't seen that catalog before, so that's neat. I'm looking for other Thorn EMI stuff. They came in these really nice clamshell boxes, and so it'd be neat to get some more of these. How many box NES games left to go? You're going to have to wait for the video Thursday. I'm going to talk about that on a separate video. But not many, okay? Less than 10. Is the LGN as bad as the nerd says? Some of the LGN stuff is as bad as the nerd says. Yep. Does anyone have any tips on big box PC collecting? Yeah, if you can find a decent price. You're going to have to make a lot of space for it too. So get a big shelving unit and start probably finding that stuff online. If you didn't collect games, is there anything else you would be into? Probably movies. What's your favorite spin-off series? Maximo comes to mind. Just thinking right off my head. Maximo for the PS2, both of them. Pretty cool. Could you tell us more about your plans for the museum? What's your vision? I've talked a little about it in my previous streams. Yeah, I'm not going to allow visitors to play everything. I think there's going to have to be things to interact with at the museum. But playing everything, no, that's impossible. Is it hard to make your own shelves? You gotta know someone. I had a father-in-law help with cutting the wood and helping me put it up. Worst video game to movie adaptation? I have to think about that. There's so many that come to mind. RoboCop for Xbox is really bad. Did you play Friday the 13th? I don't know if that's a movie adaptation, but it's still a movie character. Top 5 Rush albums. Gosh, right now I'm listening to Signals. Right now I really like Signals. It's really connecting with me. So that's the one I can think of top of my head. What's your favorite game on tape? Cassette tape? I have to think about that. I need to play some more. I got some coming, and I'm doing a video on that. Why do you collect what's on? What's your purpose? I got to ask the same question. Cuban collector. I collect to open up a museum. That's why I collect. To share with others. To talk about things on my channel. Good hair day. Yes. This is a good hair day. Thank you. Favorite game on tape? Yeah, I have to think about that. I don't have a clear thing on... maybe a Starpath Supercharger Frogger Arcade is pretty dang good. Yep. Will you miss your collection? If it goes to a museum, nope. We ever go for a Super Nintendo CIB set? It's really expensive. Not currently. Worst movie based on a video game. I've talked about that. How many games do you have? I have no idea. A lot. 28 complete collections. Besides game collecting and your family, what's your big passion in your life? Teaching, educating children. I really like a best NES brawler. Mighty Final Fight's pretty good. Is Rush your favorite band? It's one of my favorite bands, not my favorite band. I like them though a lot. Will I play Red Dead 2? Nope. Not currently. Are Super Nintendo prices leveling off? Who knows? Probably not for the high-end stuff. Good night, Retro. Robbie. Gonna be ending in about 10 minutes. I'll give an extra 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it good. My wife's waiting for me in the other room. Am I going to SoCal Retro Expo in February? Nope. Not going there. Good night, Retro Robbie. What's your favorite thing about the game? What's your favorite thing about the gaming community? The diversity. I think the thing I love, Krillin, is that a bunch of different people can come together and collaborate, and we can set aside differences and we can game. We can, thank you for people coming on the stream. I'm thankful and fortunate to have people that want to hear and chat with. Yes. There's a lot of them coming in. I'm not going to be able to answer everything. Yeah. AC/DC is a great band. Favorite Shinobi game? Shinobi 3 is great. I really like Revenge of Shinobi just because I have a lot of great personal connections with that. Have you ever seen a box game events in person? Yes. I've seen a complete copy. Held a complete copy in my hands. Dream TR's copy, to be exact. Have you played ukulele? I want to pick it up. Played a little bit of it. Need to play more. Oh yeah, no problem on the Wipeout vid. Yep. I'm going to be doing a PS4 stream Friday as well. Oh, sweet, Mike. Yeah, I'm glad you picked up Leonard Herman's Phoenix 4 book, the best game history book. Yeah, you can learn a lot. You can learn a lot about video game consoles. Yeah. Shinobi or Ninja Gaiden? Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden's pretty amazing. Old school Ninja Gaiden, not new. I don't like the new Ninja Gaiden stuff. I don't like the 3D stuff. Do you own Dracula S for Super Nintendo? Yes, I own every Super Nintendo game, at least on cart. Best 90s Sonic game? Hard to go wrong with Sonic 2. Amazing game. Favorite Neo Geo game? Metal Slug 3. Close. And Samurai Showdown 2, of all things, is another favorite. Ninja Gaiden Trilogy is a great game. Yep. How are you recovering from the Bubsy marathon? Oh, that was fun. I don't know if I'd call it a marathon. I've only played it 90 minutes. Approximately how much time does it take to make your 3 videos a week? That's a great question. Brad C. Come on in. You want to come? Well, maybe not.
Maybe it's Mom.
Oh, wait. Okay, Mom. Once you go find Mom. Okay. Kids. You ever seen Nirvana live? No. So going back, there's just a lot of challenges, I think. A lot of challenges with collecting, a lot of challenges with... do I not have a Panasonic Q? No, I do not. Mom, why is Dad in the game closet? That's funny. So, going back to the question, how long does it take to do YouTube videos? It all depends, because different videos take a different amount of time. Probably takes, I would say, 5 to 10 hours a week to do YouTube videos. It takes quite a bit. And sometimes it can be taxing. So yeah, do you collect sealed games? I try not to, just because they're expensive. They come along great, but I don't pay for them. Yeah. Yeah. What's the biggest challenge in creating YouTube videos? Work-life balance. YouTube doesn't pay the bills, so feel free, welcome to contribute. Don't feel obligated. But I could make more at McDonald's than you doing YouTube videos. And so I make a very small amount of money on doing YouTube. It doesn't pay a ton. I do it because I love it. And so that's why I do the Patreon. So it stretches my gaming budget so that I can collaborate and talk. A lot of the things I do purchase still. I don't get a lot of reviewer codes. I would like to get more. And consoles, I think game companies are sending less reviewer copies to YouTubers because they're being honest about them. I just announced that At Games is not doing any review units. And I have mixed feelings about that. I don't think it's going to help them in the long run. Would you sell doubles or games you sign to fans? I don't like to sell my games, even at cons and stuff. I might do a homebrew release in the future. I am looking for an artist who can possibly help me do some artwork just to print off. I need someone who can print off some Atari 2600 labels. The person who was supposed to do it bailed, and I'm looking for someone else. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't sell games, really. I trade my extras with a friend of mine, and I don't really sell my extras. I've traded them for credit with other people. Yep. Pokemon Let's Go looks disappointing. I think I'll be okay for Nintendo. I think I'll be okay. How many miles on your Scion? 120K. I'm getting up there. Probably, I don't know how many miles I have my Scion. It's over 100,000. I've always expected reviews of games that were bought and not given from companies. Yeah, in the perfect world that works, but it wouldn't means I would have to get a lot less cover. I'd be able to cover a lot less, and it's hard. It's hard as a YouTuber, buying it on the day it comes out, and then you got, you have 100 people doing the review all at the same time on YouTube, and it makes it challenging for me even to be inspired to do it. And so I like to cover the stuff that other people aren't. I do like to get it first. I mean, that's the selfish part of me. I'd like to be able to cover things before everybody else. And that's how YouTube works. And when everybody else is covering it at the same time, it makes me not want to cover it at all. That's why I do less Switch news stuff. Because I think that would get old of just trying to constantly have to beat everybody to talk about something. And for me personally, that doesn't work. I'd rather just talk about stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Eric J, nice memory. How many steel books you say you have a collection? Steel books, I'm not a steel book collector. There's some. Ever played and beaten Shenmue? Nope. Bloodstained 8-bit physical copy anytime soon? I have no idea. I'd absolutely love that, though. Yes. Yes, thank you, Psycho Tony. It's tough. Sometimes I do just choose to do something on YouTube knowing that it's not going to get a lot of views. I do a lot of obscure stuff, and a lot of those don't attract a lot of views. And so it's hard sometimes taking that choice because then, I sometimes choose not to do mainstream stuff because it's less. For me, it's about talking about stuff that gets forgotten. It's not about being the most popular and getting the most views. And so it's sometimes a challenge of how do I balance my channel with what people want me to talk about with what I want to talk about that's not covered on YouTube yet or not discussed. And I have things in my collection that nobody can talk about. And so I always struggle with that. Always, yeah. Does Switch probably play a part in which system you get a game on? I get some physical copies from super rare games, and I get a lot of some review codes. I would say the Switch has been easier to get stuff for. I am surprised I'm not being asked more by other companies to do stuff, but I don't know what it is. Part of it is I'm not asking. So yeah. Yeah, if you're a game company and you want me to cover something about your game, contact me. I'm always open to it. I may not always do videos dedicated to it, but I always look forward to doing stuff like that. Yeah, thank you everybody for we constantly had 100 plus people, 139. This has been a great stream. Yeah, really appreciate it. Got wrapping up. a couple more minutes, then we'll end it. I do have to go soon. Yeah, Switch long term. I don't know how many years the Switch is going to have. I think easy to say they'll have 2 more years. I think the Switch's lifespan of 4 years. We'll see. It all depends. They're definitely going to have a different model come out. That's what I predict. They're going to have a new model come out in 2019. Yeah. Will be a bit more collectible in the future due to the fact a lot of people like to download digital copies. Yeah, the problem is the demand for physical releases of games going to drop. And, once that... It's just hard to say. Is the Switch marketplace going to be hot? Who knows? I think for a specific generation it will be. Yeah. You think they'll have a Switch 4K or Switch Mini? Absolutely. I think they might have both. Do you do much of PC gaming? I don't have the room. I like PC gaming. I just don't have a lot of space for it. Thank you, Krillin, for being the moderator. Krillin64 is my official moderator. He's awesome. And want to thank him for his time, for going out of his way to constantly be on these streams. He does this because he's passionate. So even just a shout out to him would be great. Krillin's awesome. Will they ever bring Madden on the Switch? I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it to them. I think the challenge, that's a good example of how they would have to downscale that game to make it work on the Switch. And I don't know if they want to do that. Krillin's also the mod for most of YouTube. I believe that. Yeah. Krillin's awesome. Yes, I'm going to be going to AVGC in Jersey in September. Yeah, I think the stream was better. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for being on this stream. I'm going to be ending it. And I want to just say thank you so much. You folks are amazing and wonderful. And I really appreciate it. So we're going to be doing a live stream Friday. I'm going to be doing a live stream PS4 Friday night. Same time. And then I'm going to be doing a Thursday video with an update from my Nintendo collection. You folks are wonderful and awesome. Thank you. You take care. Signing out.